There's something up there, out beyond the blue, in the icy blackness of space, that was made inside this factory in Boulder City. But first, some quick history. During a test in January of 1967, a fire in the Apollo 1 capsule killed 3 astronauts. NASA initiated a massive safety overhaul, which included the search for a pen. Enter private citizen and engineer Paul Fisher.
After the fire in Apollo 1, he knew that they were going to need a functional writing instrument, a pen, an ink pen in space.
Fisher spent his own money. He conducted thousands of experiments. He solved NASA's problem.
Most pens rely on gravity to flow. Ours defies gravity. Ours is an anti-gravity space pen.
He tried to get in touch with NASA, as NASA was looking for a pen.
Sooner or later, NASA reached out to, I believe it was Dallas Pen Company at the time, and they said, you should call Paul Fisher.
NASA found a pen. Next, they tested it for 18 months to be sure that it worked in the most extreme conditions you can imagine.
Extreme weather, cold, heat, anti-gravity, all of the above. Any test you could think of, they tested it.
Even underwater. Why underwater, you ask?
The astronauts will scuba dive underwater to have a feeling of low gravity, and so they would take the pen down there with them.
The pen passed and first flew with Apollo 7.
October 11th marks 50 years in space for us.
And here's the thing. Spaceflight has improved and modernized in those 50 years. The Fisher Space Pen, though, never had to.
It's the original. We haven't changed one thing about it. It's the same exact pen, the same exact model that was used 50 years ago on Apollo 7.
And each pen is handcrafted, precisely assembled. Every pen, every time.
Without accuracy, there would be no space pen.
The Fisher Space Pen is part of history, but the pens are still made and still making history because the space pen is still going into space.
All manned space flights since. Our pens have been used on every single one. To this day, they're still used.
And not just in space, by anyone who needs a pen where other pens just won't work.
The military, law enforcement, first responders, anybody who demands reliability comes to us. And that's why NASA chose us, because they need the best of the best products up there.
American made, Nevada made, and they're up there now, up beyond the blue, working in the icy blackness of space.